Hello, this is Aaron Kitzmiller from Informatics and Scientific Applications. In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to use the Slurm port forwarding plugin to launch an IPython notebook on the Odyssey cluster. We'll be starting from an NX desktop on RCNX01. Basic familiarity with Slurm, Odyssey, and IPython notebooks is assumed. Often, IPython notebooks are started and viewed on the same computer. By default, the IPython notebook server runs on port 8888, so notebooks will appear at a local host 8888 in a browser. Because Odyssey is a shared system and code should not be run on login nodes, notebooks should only be launched on compute nodes. The port forwarding using the Slurm tunnel plugin allows you to run IPython notebooks on compute nodes and then view them on your laptop, or through a remote desktop system like NX. Here I am on an NX desktop on RCNX01. I'm going to start an interactive session with srun. I specify all of the usual parameters, including in this case -t. I'm setting 300 seconds for t because this will be a short demo and I want to get allocated quickly. My last parameter before the command to run is --tunnel. The argument for this parameter is a pair of numbers corresponding to the ports that will be used to communicate between the two nodes. First number is the port on the submit host, and the second is the port on the compute host. The second number, 8888, is the default port for IPython notebooks. The first number I chose specifically because it's not the default IPython notebook port. Since there's only one port, 8888, on a given submit host, if everyone specified the default port, there'd be conflicts, since only one process can use it at a time. However, this means that I have to point my browser to localhost 8899 instead. Now that we have a prompt on a compute host, I'm going to load Python from the new module system. As you'll be able to see, this is the default Anaconda distribution. Anaconda comes with a number of pre-installed modules, including IPython. Now I'll launch an IPython notebook. The gconf error that you see here is unrelated to the Python notebook and can be ignored. I'll go to a browser window and point it to port 8899 on the local host. And as expected, we see the IPython notebook. Now I'll just do a quick ls -l. Sure enough, that's my home directory. I'll close this tab, shut down the notebook I just started, and delete it. Now, I'll just shut down the server with a Control-C, and we're done. When I exit the interactive session, the port forwarding tunnel will be automatically cleaned up. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps.